This is what I'm talking about. NFL playoffs at Lambeau Field with a snowstorm camped out over the upper Midwest. Let's go. It's time for some great football in Green Bay. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Love now on second down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards that time. 29-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action this time with Love. This one caught by Davis. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They'll get 34 yards there.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the Giants' 6-yard line.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Here's Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. So a decision to be made. Is this something, opening drive maybe they discussed before the game?
They had to, and that's the responsible way of getting ready for a game. You go through situations with your staff, you go through scenarios, and you read your team. If we're in this spot and we're moving the ball well, is this a time to go for it, or is it a time to be a little bit cautious? I think in this case, he feels good about his team. He should go for it. Here's Dante Pettis on the return.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Savage on the tackle. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down.
On the run, it's Barkley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports.
Packers 3, Giants nothing.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They're going to try and throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Love. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 20.
Intercepted.
Now the return will stop right around the 25.
10-10.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
A 1st down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll try and run for it with Jones. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Jones. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Firing quickly out wide is Love. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
On the ground, Geis. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Packers 10, Giants nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Barkley on 1st down, running into a wall as he's stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Darius Smith on the stop. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Jones on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Giants.
Operating from the gun. Jones escaping the pressure right. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones, he'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts
Pickup of 2.
as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
4th and goal.
On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The left side completion to Jones. Now a timeout.
Complete.
7 seconds left in the first half. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
At the 31-yard line.
Off the play fake, Love. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Pettis on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they?
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
New York.
Saquon Barkley. 73 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece.
That ties the game at 10. Graham Gano set to kick off.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A
loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
24-yard line.
On play action. Love to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here we go, D. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Here we go, D.
On 3rd down, Love. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down.
Out the field, defense. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. He's telling me. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. I got you. I got you. Hey, check Love ran. Check Mike 21.
On 4th down, they snap it to Love. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Justin Houston. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Barkley. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
Factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Tackle made by Dexter.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Love. Looking deep for Adams. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers! Devontae Adams, 58 yards. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Pettis now on the return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown.
Saquon Barkley. 79 yards. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Love going to give this one to Jones. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They'll go again to Jones. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
The ball carrier.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost their game.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Justin Houston. And it'll be a turnover on downs. But it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
On 2nd down, Barkley. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Rolling to his right. And Ingram holds it in. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Another try for Barkley. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
The ball carrier.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. He's going to be marked down very close to the 1st down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
It's 4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Giants 28, Packers 17.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working out of the gun. Love. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He got out of bounds, that's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position. A 1st down run by Barkley unsuccessful, as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the Packers' 30-yard line.
They'll go to Barkley again. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jair Alexander. There he goes left side. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Packers. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. So they file for the exits here in silence. And what a job to come in on the road, divisional round of the playoffs, and you get to end it by going down to a knee.
Now their confidence has to be at an extreme high. That's 2 weeks in a row they've gone on the road and gotten it done. They don't care where they go. From here on out, they think they can beat anyone.
Tonight's final score.
Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because they're going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Lambeau, good night, everybody.